The
Oh,
beau- yeah, the beauty about all of this is that we get to work with people that we choose to work with. And I think that for me is one of the most exciting things is you actually get to
yeah.
choose who you want to work with. You don't just have to put anyone in your business. You can actually choose your leaders, you can choose your business partners,
Yes.
and this really starts to become really exciting. So, Wilson, thank you so much for inviting your leaders as well so that we could do a joint training. And I'm actually very excited. Everyone I've spoken to has been very excited and said that they can't wait for this call. So, yeah, let's just give them another minute or two that they can all start jumping on, and then we'll start with a presentation and a bit of a PowerPoint. We'll try not to keep you very long tonight. But obviously, if there are questions, we would like you to ask the questions so that we can actually help you get past whatever situation you might find yourself stuck in, and not understanding why you're not signing people up or how to actually present it to someone. There's a couple of questions that people asked me to cover tonight. So I'll try and do my best to get through all of that, and we'll definitely have this recording out as well. If we can just ask all of those who are joining the call, if you can just mute yourselves so that we don't hear you speaking in the background, it will just help with the recording as well. Um,
What I'll also
Javelani, if
do
you don't
from my
mind,
side, I will
and
just mute
Martin
people
as
upon
well.
entry. Let me just do that. Okay,
All
fantastic.
right, awesome, Wilson.
Let me I'm just going to mute everybody there.
Yeah, then we can just unmute them as they ask questions.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let me just quickly mute the last person there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, fantastic, buddy. It's just gone 7 o'clock. I think let's take it away.
All right, not a problem. Let me quickly share my screen, and then if there's anything you want to say so long while I'm just quickly getting that up,
Yes, I
then go
think
for it.
this is actually a call that we need to have regularly because there's new people coming in all the time. So I'll still decide on how often we will do it. But the goal of this call is to get some duplication and for people to know how to do that and how the compensation plan works. So yes, we'll still discuss on how regularly we'll do this, but this is something you're going to see more than once. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this training. We want to create this team as myself and Wilson are in the same team for those who want to build the business LifeWave. And whether you just want to make enough money to be able to afford your product, you just want to be able to understand the product and the business side a little bit better, or you actually really want to set yourself a target of $500 a month, $1,000 a month. Um, we want you part of this team as our business builders. Both myself and Wilson have set ourselves a goal that we want to max out this compensation plan. And when we max out the compensation plan, that is $25,000 per week. We've got a strategy that we want to put together and follow. And that's something that we want to take you on a journey with us. For those of you that are really hungry for success and you really want to start earning some massive earning potential, this company has one of the best compensation plans that we have seen. And this thing really starts to duplicate in a really amazing way. I'm going to start up first and foremost with the e-wallet setup, as some of you have already started signing some people up. And once you've made your first $50 or more, you will receive an email asking you to set up your global wallet. So you need to click on that and set up the wallet. In the toolbox that I put in our group, and Wilson will put it in his group as well, It's on page 114 to 117. There's a step-by-step process of how to actually go about setting up this e-wallet, which is very important because once it's been KYC'd and it's been set up, you can then start using the commissions that you earn weekly to buy products as well as upgrade your kits. The thing that we tested out today with one of my downline, which I know Chris and Lucinda are in the UK at the moment, and it's one of the points that they will bring up. But at the moment, as it stands, you have to have the full amount of commission available to purchase the product, which means if you want to buy a X39 and that's $99 plus the shipping, the tax comes to plus minus $125, you need to have the full $125 in your back office as commission to pay for the product. At the moment, we can't pay $100 for the product and then swipe using our Visa or MasterCard for the balance of the $25. Chris is going to bring that up and ask that we can actually do that, because sometimes you might just be $20 short and then you actually can't use your commission until the next cycle payout. Then the most important thing that I want to encourage you, and both myself and Wilson will go at the end of this presentation through our back office and give you a bit of a broad understanding of how important it is to stay active because of the binary points that you start to accumulate. So by staying active in the business, it means you need to purchase at least one sleeve of any of the products each month, especially if you haven't become a manager yet. You just want to use the product, then try and buy the product monthly so that you don't miss out on the binary points. So this month actually marks 12 months since I've actually been in LifeWave. I registered about September last year, and I first just used the product. But my first 3 months was very on off. I wasn't using it consistently. Some days I would forget. Chris would have to message me and say, "Hey, how are you feeling on the product?" And then I'll say, "Shucks, I forgot to wear the patches for the past 5 days." So I only really started using the product consistently from around about December. And then by January, I had great personal results. Some old rugby injuries in my shoulder. I used to get a lot of inflammation and stiffness in my neck that sometimes I couldn't even turn my neck, and I had to go to the chiropractor, and I needed to go for a massage or a Thai massage or something to loosen up my neck and my shoulders. And by January, that pain completely disappeared. I was building another network marketing business, and that came to a bit of a standstill in February this year. And only by April this year did I actually start to really build LifeWave as a business. But I had stayed active consistently. And the points that have built up in the binary points becomes like a mini savings plan for you. So as you stay active, everyone that keeps joining the business, and this goes to unlimited depth. This week, when I was having the conversation with Wilson actually showed me on the back office exactly how to see how deep my business runs. And currently, I'm busy earning in a depth of 195 people deep. Wilson is in a couple of, I think, hundreds of people or close to 1,000 people in depth. And the points that I've accumulated on my strong leg is almost 290,000 points. And that equates to a very pretty sum in South African rand. Wilson, I don't know if you want to jump in here and add a few things.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I don't think people understand the power of staying active. And I love the way you personally did it, because you didn't build the business yet, but you stayed active. And then that moment that you got started, there was this nest egg just sitting there. And that starts picking up momentum. It starts happening slowly, and then it starts speeding up a little. And when you look again, it's completely out of control. You can't stop it. And yeah, it's very, very important for people that want to do the business side to at least order one product a month. That is any product. It doesn't matter what you order. Even if you order an Aeon or any of the other products, doesn't have to be X39. That will at least keep your account active, and that can turn into a small fortune over the years as we carry on. So yeah, that's all I wanted to add there.
Yeah, awesome. So we're going to cover a lot of mindset and a lot of understanding in this call as well, because one thing that I've been explaining to team members is you need to change your mindset that this company or this product is expensive. The moment you believe that this product is expensive, you lose complete momentum, complete belief in the product, because you need to ask yourself, the product is expensive in comparison to what? Because if we compare apples with apples and you're actually comparing the stem cell therapy to stem cell therapy in South Africa, if you get stem cell injections in South Africa, you're going to spend 350,000 Rand for stem cell injections in South Africa. And that was verified by someone in our team that had just spent 350,000 Rand on his wife, and they hardly saw results. So what happens when we start to believe that a product is affordable, it starts to change your mindset and your belief in the product. So if you take X39, for example, and I love running numbers, um, I firstly used the product on myself and my wife, and I used one patch over 2 days. So it doesn't matter uh, how some people want to say that, you only have to use it for 1 day and throw it away. I wanted to make sure that I get enough out of the patch for both me and my wife. So I gave her 15 patches the first month, and I took 15 patches, and I used the same patch over 2 days, and we still got very good results. Now, if you break those numbers down, it breaks down to just over 40 Rand per day. A cup of coffee can cost you up to 45 Rand a day. Myself and Wilson had an amazing, very informative meeting yesterday with a guy that does mineral water, and explained and did some phenomenal tests on water. And if you even start drinking the right amount of water that you're supposed to do for your body weight, it worked out to 40 Rand a day for myself, being the kilograms that I weigh. He says, Carla, you have to be drinking 3 liters of water a day. And if you go and buy water for 3 liters a day, you're spending 40, 50 Rand on your health. So when people tell me that this product is expensive, I always tell them in comparison to what? The only reason X39 makes you feel it's expensive is because you're paying for it up front. You have to spend the money up front. But if you had to break it down onto a daily expense, you would actually see that it's actually very affordable. You might just have to change a bit of your eating habits, might have to cut down on a little bit of extra entertainment here and there. But what are we if we are unhealthy? You're going to be sick. I always say prevention is better than a cure. I lost my mom in 2014 to cancer. She had to go to do some chemotherapy, and each of those chemotherapy courses cost about 23,000 Rand per course. If you use Lifeway for an entire year, 12 months, it will only cost you about 20 to 22,000. So I tell people, rather use the product for a year and prevent yourself from landing up with cancer or diabetes or Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. We've seen the results. There's testimonies that this is really changing people's lives. The next thing that I want to touch on is the maintenance packs and the upgrades. And we will show you where all of this is in the back office. Wilson will take us through the back office and show us exactly where to find this. But this was very important when Chris actually showed me that I could buy a 3-month maintenance pack, which would keep me active for 3 months. So in case I missed a month and forgot to order patches, I wouldn't land up losing all those binary points that I've been collecting. So there are packs that you can actually buy which keep you active for 6 months or 3 months, and that is actually a very affordable buy if you are busy building the business and making enough to afford your patches each month. And then upgrading from bronze to silver, silver to gold, platinum to diamond. A lot of those upgrades will only be available up until the end of September. Then some of those upgrades, like the platinum, will fall away, and we will only have the silver, the gold, and the diamond. You will still be able to upgrade between those packs, but if you are on the $25 pack, and you really want to still upgrade to bronze and then up to silver, I suggest you take advantage of these upgrades in September so that you can actually do all of those upgrades. Then, while I'm talking about all the upgrades, I really want to cover this point so that people can understand what I do. I always tell people that it's so important to register your people. There are plenty of people that say, Carlo, what do I do when someone doesn't want to register? They just want to buy the product from me. So then you actually need to be selling it to them at the retail price. So you can tell them, listen, you can buy it from me. It's going to cost you about $160 because that's what it costs on the back office. It's $150 plus the shipping and the tax. So charge them 3,000 to 3,200. If they say, oh, that's a bit expensive, then say, well, register as a bronze. You then become a retail client. You can buy it and you can get it at the $99. So you're saving $50 per pack. If they say, but I don't want to register because I don't want to do the business, then just tell them you don't have to do the business. Just order your product every single month. Every person that has told me and Wilson and most of the people in our business that said, I don't want to do this as a business, have become some of the best networkers in our team because they see results. The moment someone has their own personal testimony and they can honestly stand before you and say, wow, this product works. I have to get it for my mom, my sister, my cousin, my brother. They naturally become a networker. So I always tell people, try in the beginning, it's very hard. I'm busy dealing with some of my leaders where in the beginning I lost a lot of sales because I did not have stock. If I had product with me, they said, Carla, I'll buy it from you right now. And then I said it takes only 2 days to register and get it delivered. 9 times out of 10, they don't want to sign up 2 or 3 days later. So it does make it a bit difficult unless you keep following up with that person and keep sending them testimonials of whatever situation they're dealing with. The more testimonial videos they see, they realize that the product is the solution that they need. Then they will say, okay, Carla, I don't have time to register. Here's my email. Here's my address. Here's my date of birth. Can you please register for me? I'll transfer the funds into your bank account. I have a business account, so they transfer into my business account, and then I will register them, send the product directly to their house. So remember, you always want someone in your binary because even if they buy just for that month, they would have already started collecting binary points. And if they buy the next month and the following month, they've now been active for 3 months, they could be sitting there with 3 to 4 to even 5,000 binary points. And then when they say, listen, how does the business side work? You can actually show them that they've already accumulated some points, and that is like a savings plan for them. So it helps them to actually start earning a lot quicker once they start signing people up. Wilson, I don't know if there's anything you want to add.
Yes, for my American people on the call, what we do is for people that want to do the business side of it, we first say sign a monthly subscription order and order your product automatically, because then you know for a fact your account's going to stay active and you can cancel that at any time. And it's not a debit order, it's something that you can cancel, and it's quick. You literally cancel it online, and then it's not going off every month. What you can also do with a monthly subscription order, you can actually move the date into infinity, dependent on if you're buying stock on your account and you don't need your account active. I have to say, in South Africa, what we've been seeing is people like these maintenance packs because it actually works out a little cheaper when you buy them 3 months at a time. And I still try and get people in on the monthly subscription order, but what I've seen is people buy the maintenance packs. So that is just something that I wanted to add there. So that's pretty much that, Carlo. You nailed it.
Yeah. Wilson, I think you made a very important point there. When Wilson says you can just cancel your auto ship in the back office or online, it doesn't mean you have to email support and ask them to cancel your card. All you do is you log in, you go under auto ship and you say switch off. It's as simple as that. They cannot take it from your account the next month. So it is very, very easy to change your auto ship if you've ordered a few X39s and now the next month you want to change it and extend the date. You can change it to, let's say, like an Aeon, and you can set the date for 2 weeks ahead or 3 weeks ahead. It's very quick and very simple. All right, then another thing that we want to really emphasize, and this is something that Chris started to tell me. He says, Carlo, go look at the toolbox. And then every time I'd send him a voice note and he said, Carlo, it's in the toolbox. I'm like, okay, but where is it? And then he started just directing me to the pages. Chris has gone in depth with this toolbox of absolutely every question that most people ask. He's just recently updated the one that I shared in our leaders group. Wilson also has it. So everything is in the toolbox. If you start to learn what's in the toolbox and train your people to use the toolbox, it's going to eliminate thousands of questions and thousands of time of WhatsApp messages. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? So all I do is when someone asks me, how do I do this? I go to the toolbox, I find what page it's on, and then I reply to them in the toolbox, page 57 to 58. And then I resend them the toolbox. Or if we've had a chat, I scroll up, I go to the toolbox, and I just slide on WhatsApp to the side and say, here it is. If there's a problem that you have, like one of the ladies that signed up on the e-wallet yesterday, uploaded her one bank statement and they declined her KYC. She asked me, I don't know why they declined it. I said, the quickest thing is just jump onto live support, ask them what the problem was. And one of the pages had cut slightly at the end and they wanted both pages. She submitted both pages of a bank statement and her account was immediately approved. So the live support is available 24/7. They are so friendly, so helpful. They sort out the problems very, very quickly. And if you can teach your people how to use the toolbox and how to use the live support, it's going to answer 1,000 of your questions and you don't have to be on WhatsApp trying to resolve people's problems. Then the compensation plan. This is something that is phenomenal. You know, Wilson is going to go through this in depth at the moment, but I really want to touch on the retail commission and the direct commission. You need to be selling your sleeves at a commission. Yes, we all want to help people, but then it's the quickest way to actually sign them up into the binary so that you can make the direct commission. Either you make a retail profit or you make a direct profit. If you keep giving your sleeves away for free, most people don't respect it. They don't wear it. You follow up and they say, oh, it's in my cupboard. I forgot to wear it. And, 2 months later, they still haven't worn it because they didn't pay for it or they weren't committed. We need to know that this product works and it's going to attract the right people. So you get to choose who you want to work with. And if they are not ready to use the product and actually commit and pay for it, then just keep sending them information and working alongside them. Show them the business side, which we will explain to you tonight, and show them how they can actually start making money to afford it. The binary commissions and matching bonuses is something that is really changing my financial viewpoint of this whole company because suddenly you start waking up and there's just these binary bonuses and commissions coming through, which is really important. Then I really want to speak to each one of you about finding the right people. one of the most important things that I've learned in network marketing is normally the people you think need the product the most are the people that are going to decline you. It's normally strangers and people that you see ill or limping in a mall or anything like that that you approach and say, hey, what is your problem? How can we assist? And you create that relationship. When people see that you care about their situation, they tend to listen to you. Why network marketers always say don't speak to your family and friends first is because the moment people become too familiar with you, they lose the respect for you. So the moment someone becomes too familiar with you, they think, what do they know? I've known them all my life. They used to do this, now they're doing that. They can't keep a stable job or they can't do this. And unfortunately, life happens to all of us. Those of you who were at the event, it's about understanding the situations that happen to us and adapting to change. There's people on this call who have been retrenched. There's people on the call who have dropped jobs and said, listen, I'm doing this full time because my boss doesn't treat me right, doesn't respect you. You need to work with the right people. And that's why we wanted to create this group so that you can vent in a place of safety. We want to see you successful. We want to see you really happy and making a difference in your family's health as well as in the people that want to work alongside you. Those of you who are believers, I basically start my morning in prayer and I say, Lord, send me the right people or lay the person that needs this product on my heart. And the moment I get that name in the morning, I contact that person, send them some information, and I've been able to close a lot quicker than actually trying to market to everyone on Facebook and LinkedIn. And that I always do my marketing because consistency is key. If you keep doing what you are doing, people are watching you. They want to see how consistent are you, how many testimonials there are, and the moment their pain is triggered, they see a testimonial about gout or Parkinson's and they've got that problem, they reach out and they say, hey, does this thing really work for this problem? You send them more testimonials proving that the product works and they sign up. Then the most important thing about network marketing and why I am so passionate about it, I think I've tried to put it so many times. Um, I've got Martin on the call who has motivated me multiple times. Um, it's about personal growth. It's okay when people say no. You shouldn't take it personally. The no's are good. If every single person gave up on the first no they got, you would never have got a job. Some of you would never have fallen pregnant. Um, you don't just do something once and give up. You have to have your why so deep inside of your heart to say, this is what I'm going to do. And the moment your pain to change becomes more than the pain to stay the same, that's when you actually find a why. And they always have the saying, where there's a will, there's a way. The moment you are willing to change, everything is possible. When we do financial calls, we always say, don't say you can't afford it because then you stop thinking. Rather start asking a question of how can I afford this? And if your real will is to be able to get this product for yourself and for your family, and we can show you how to do that, you go do the effort, you go do the work, and I promise you, you will start making the commission to be able to afford this product. This product works, it's changing lives, and it can really change your financial situation as well. Then the last point about network marketing, especially in this type of product, it is all about building relationship. You need to follow up the moment someone has registered and they bought their product. 3 days later, I send them, hi, how are you feeling on the product? Have you seen any results? Feeling it different? No, no change. Or yes, hey, I'm sleeping better. Don't wake up with this headache or that pain. And after 2 weeks, I follow up again. By month end, when I know their patches are almost done, I follow up again. They say, please help me order or upgrade. I want to get my mom or my sister involved as well. So, how do we go about it? You have to be friendly and following up with the people, because the more people start seeing the results and seeing that you are there for them, the more they're going to repurchase the product, and they're going to become closer friends with you. And the more you understand their situation, you can start working on a plan to get them the $100 extra a month, or get them the $500 extra a month, or $1,000. And that happens really, really quickly. Wilson, anything that you'd love to add to
Yeah,
this slide?
you actually nailed everything there. The relationship part of this is the key. Uh, and one thing I just want to mention, you can sign up 100 clients. That one guy that moves can make you $10,000 a month. And the relationship part of this is very important. You can't just sign people up and leave them. You got to give them the tools. You got to plug them into the groups. You got to follow up with them and guide them through this process, because it is a learning curve. And every week we just get better. And the more we do it, it's like muscle memory. It becomes something that happens naturally. And the one thing that you said there about the nose, this is very, very important. Because we are working in the health and wellness space and in network marketing, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. And the goal is to not get too excited on the good days and not too despondent on the bad days, and sort of just chip away at it every day. Just do your little bit. And I think that's where a lot of people are lacking. You got to look after people. We are a family here. I think any person that's a veteran network marketer that comes into our community and see how much love and care the core people have for each other, this isn't like anything else I've ever done. Yeah, we are a committed group of people to help people succeed. And it's because we've built this relationship over time. It's now been 20 months we've been busy with this, and I'm very, very focused to help people succeed, because that is how we can get to the life-changing money. You can sign up 100 directs. If they're not doing anything, it's not going to make you any money. That one guy that comes in and knocks it out the park can change the whole direction of your life. So yeah, and that's the only thing I wanted to add there.
Yeah, and just on a closing note on this slide, and then we'll go to the back office, and Wilson is going to take over with the compensation plan. Please don't think that you're alone in this business. If you don't know how to build relationships, the best thing that you can do is find someone that is willing to work with you, learn as much as you can about that person, and elevate that person in front of your prospect. So myself and Martin have built multiple networks together. We used to do that often. He would speak to his people in Cape Town, and they would not want to do the whole business side. And then I would fly out to Cape Town, tell them exactly what he has told them for the past 6 months, and suddenly his team would start growing. I would phone him and say, Martin, my team just doesn't want to listen. I'm struggling with duplication. They're just not getting it. He would get in a plane, fly down to Centurion, do a presentation, say exactly what I've told my team for 3, 4 months, and they got it, and they would all start running with the business. So elevating someone else from out of town, they always say bring the out of town expert with a briefcase, build a buddy system with someone. So myself and Wilson, we're willing to do three-way calls with you, get people on a Zoom training. All you can say is, I really need you to meet Wilson. He's having a training day on Thursday. Please, can you jump on the Zoom? Or if you can't make it, can I send you the recording? And that way they start to hear all about the training, the business, the product from us, until you start getting confident in pitching the business or selling the product in a professional manner that actually starts to close each deal. We are here to help you and facilitate that. And then the last thing I want to say is, please don't think the top leaders in this business don't have bad days. I have vented and screamed at Wilson and Chris in the early days saying, guys, I just can't break this $50 week. It's really irritating me. And then that's where Wilson is going to give you some training and show you the back office. But suddenly you break that $50 week and then it's $100. And then that $100 breaks to a $200. And then you get stuck on that 150, 200 for a few weeks. We actually calculated it on Wilson's back office. It took him around about 12 weeks, and suddenly he shot up from about $200 to over 500, and then 600, then 700, and then over $1,000. So when he told me, Carla, don't give up. You about to break this $100, 150. I was there. Just keep pushing. I was pushing straight after the convention now for a couple of weeks, and suddenly the last 3 weeks I've broken past the 375 mark. Then I did a $600 week, and then I did a $740 week. And this week, already early in the week, I've already done over $200. So that sudden growth spurt just happens. When Wilson took me through my back office, we counted the weeks. It was also about 12 weeks of consistent building. So if your goal is to just keep building for the next 2 to 3 months, I'm telling you, you are going to see something amazing in this business, that earning an extra $500 to $1,000 a week is very, very possible. Wilson, this is our last slide, so I'm going to stop sharing and then
Okay.
you can jump in and you can share your back office and take it from there.
So I actually do it a bit different. What I want to do is quickly just go through the compensation plan. I'm going to do it quick. If anybody has any questions, they can ask it in the chat, and then after that, I'll quickly show you guys what's happened since I got serious about it and just touch on a couple things he's touched on. So let me just actually get the compensation plan. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to discuss the compensation plan, how it is now. Things are going to change at the end of the month, and it's becoming a lot easier. And I'm very, very excited for the changes because I think we're going to get a bunch of momentum. But because it hasn't changed yet, I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works as we sit here. So when it comes to the money side of it, I'll be honest. When I started this business, it was not about money. I saw what this did for my mom, and I felt obligated to help some of my friends because some of them had really serious issues. And just because I kept on helping people, this started picking up momentum. And if you are here just for money, I have to tell you, you're going to fail. The intention here is to improve people's health. And if you just keep doing that, the magic starts happening. With that being said, the business side of this is very aggressive and very, very well thought out. Guys, can you see the screen properly? Is everything clear there, Carla? Must I zoom in a little bit?
It's quite clear. You can zoom in a little bit, but we
Let me
can
just
see it.
see if I can get that. Okay, so the very first way we earn within LifeWave is product introductory bonus. Now, as we sit here, if you sign up anyone on these packages, you're getting a once-off commission. That's like a little bonus. It helps with cash flow. So there's 5 packages on bronze. If you sign somebody up on bronze, you make $15. If you sign somebody up on silver, you make 50. On gold, 100. On platinum, a 150, and diamond, 200. And that's just to get some cash flow. For people that come in a diamond up until the end of the month, there's a couple things that happens. Firstly, they cover 3 months auto ship at manager status. We're going to touch on that in a second. You also paid as a senior director level at 14 weeks starting the day of purchase. That's now going to change. The compliance is a bit of a problem in some of the countries in the world with money going up into the network. So they're stopping that. You're not going to get all the commission when you're signing up a diamond or a platinum. And I kind of like that. It also goes, the price goes to $84 a sleeve. And what I like about where it is now, if you sign 3 people or more, you basically get your money back from the diamond investment. When you do go diamond, and you sponsor a platinum or diamond, your personal introduction bonus is increased. For platinum, if you sign up a platinum and you diamond, you're getting $300, which is double. And then if you diamond and you bring a diamond, get 500, which is an extra $300 commission. But to be quite honest, yeah, the upfront commission is awesome, but the fun starts in the binary. Are you guys happy with the product introductory bonus? Can I move on? Are you happy there, Carla? Do you want to add anything there?
Yeah, that's perfect. I think everyone understood it quite well. There was one question just I'm reading the chats, which said, if you are not active, do you lose your binary bonuses?
Yes.
Um, so yes, the moment you miss out on purchasing for that month, then you stop earning the volume. And this is why we wanted to have this inner circle training, is because if each of us are staying active, and there's so many people in this team who are in each other's downline, that you're going to start missing out on those 77 points or 165 points if you are not active. And with the momentum that's happening in the team, it adds up to a lot of volume each and every week.
Yeah.
So yeah, carry on,
Yeah,
Wilson.
you touch on something there very important. Now, before I carry on, if you look there at the product introduction bonus, now on each package, there's a PBV points. So bronze is 77, silver is 165, gold is 275, platinum is 350, and then diamond is 610. The reason why that's important is because of binary commissions. Now, what is binary commissions? Let's quickly talk about binary. Binary means you're building a left team and a right team. Now, in order to be active and to earn binary commissions, you need to order one product a month. It can be any product. Doesn't have to be X39. As things are now, you need to have a personally sponsored person on each leg that's also ordered a product. So they can come in at bronze. And the moment you have a bronze on your left leg and a bronze on your right leg, and you all have ordered a product in a 31-day period, you qualify for binary commissions. Now, the power of this binary only came clear to me 6 months in, because what's nice about it is we're sharing a leg with the people coming in underneath us. And so do I share a leg with my upline that's above me. And this creates spillover. And I'm going to, when I'm done here, show you guys exactly what that means over time, because it's really, really powerful. We are working together. Now, how the binary works is very simple. You need 660 points on your power leg and 330 points on your weaker leg. And the moment that happens, you do a cycle of $50. And you can do infinite cycles. It doesn't stop. And because it's unlimited depth, it's like an animal that just starts running and you can't stop it. Now, one thing I just want to make very clear here, the first target that I want you to achieve is to get to this $100 threshold. You'll see now what makes the binary sustainable is the fact that they have limited what you can earn dependent on your rank. And at the highest rank of senior presidential director, the most you can ever earn from the binary is $25,000 a week. And you guys have heard this like multiple times. It's actually the reason why the math makes sense surrounding this, because if it was just unlimited, at some point the math wouldn't make sense. Even the biggest leaders that I've rubbed shoulders with in America, I know 4 people that's maxed out their binary. When you make 25K, it stops and you earn that 25K a week. Now, the first target for me is this bronze diamond level. This takes a little bit of time. Me personally, I got to $100 a week within the first, let's call it 20 days. And then it stops. You can't earn more than 2 cycles if you're not a manager. I'm going to elaborate on that in a minute. We're going to dig a bit deeper on the ranks just now. And that for me is target number 1. Once you get to $100 a week, then you're paying for your product and you're putting some money in your pocket. What I like about LifeWave is the very first rank, which is manager, they 15x what you can earn from this binary, which is a max of $1,500 a week. Now, before I carry on through the other ranks, what I like is, let's say you are not a manager and you've reached the threshold of $100 a week. You don't lose those points ever. They just keep accumulating as long as you stay active. And then the moment you go manager, they get released. So this is why it's so crucial to keep your account active. Whether you're doing a monthly subscription order or 3 month or 6 months maintenance packs, that is the reason why. Now, as a director, you can earn $2,500 a week, and it goes up all the way to SPD to 25K a week. And it is very, very aggressive.
Wilson,
Yes, buddy.
can I jump in just for 1
Please,
second?
please.
I just don't want to lose some of the people because I saw a question. So just so that everyone is very clear on the second way that you can earn, remember, the moment you sign up and you are purchasing your product, that means you are active. You don't have to tell anyone about the business. You will still collect and receive the BV points. Okay. Someone asked, what does it mean to actively sign a personally sponsored person? That means you've now made the decision to not only use the product, but to tell other people. So the only time that you can actually start earning the cycle bonuses is when you have actively told someone about the business and they have been placed on the left leg, and you have told someone else about the business and they have been placed in the right leg. That then opens up the second commission known as binary commission. Then you are earning on both legs because hopefully the person that you put on the other side also wants to do the business. And every time they bring in someone or they purchase product, you are then accumulating points on both the left leg and the right leg. In order for you to have the cycle bonus, you have to earn the 330 points on the one side and 660 on the other. That then gets minused off your back office, and the company pays you $50. When I do my presentations, I always tell people, think of going to Spur in South Africa. Sorry for the Americans on the call, but you start earning these purchase points. So you go to Spur, they give you these membership points, and after some time of eating out at the restaurant, they say, ma'am, sir, you've now got an extra 50 Rand on your account. Can we deduct it from your bill? See this very similar. The moment you've got your 330 points on the one side and 660 on the other side, the company rewards you and pays $50 into your back office. Sorry, Wilson, I just wanted to explain that because of the question.
No, please, if there's any questions that happens in this process, just stop me and then we just handle it, because this is very important. I want people to get their heads around this because it is really, really well thought out and very, very powerful. All this takes is just a bit of persistency and just chipping away at it every day. And we're going to touch on exactly what happened in my business in a bit. So are you happy with the first two ways? Can I quickly open up the next slide there?
Wilson, just before you jump to the next one, I just want to touch on this quickly. Guys, I didn't even understand most of the binary or even matching bonuses. I just got stuck in the business. And by the time I hit manager, I asked Chris, what do I have to do to get to the next rank? So if you're not sure about the different ranks or how it's going to work, we will assist you. The
Yeah.
moment you say, this is our target, I see senior director on the screen and I want to earn that $3,500 a week, that's what I'm happy with, then we will show you how to get your business to senior director. But the moment we start building managers who are building managers, you become director and then senior director. And all of this point volume is going to change at the end of September, and it's going to be a lot easier
Yeah.
to hit these ranks. The
Yeah.
changes that are coming at the end of September is going to supercharge people's earnings. It is going to push a lot more volume through the binary, and it's going to allow you to get to these ranks a lot quicker. And that's why the company has actually made the changes so that the people at the bottom are able to afford their product monthly.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I've now been in this business for 20 months and I've never seen them make any changes. And when I first saw the changes coming, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like it. And then when I clicked it, I was like, what? This is incredible. You can see they've put a lot of time into what needs to be done because they want to change it once and then it's sorted. So I absolutely love that. On the second slide, I'm going to touch on the ranks on how it is now. And once we have the updated info and it goes live, we'll redo the compensation plan. I'm actually waiting for Chris to help us with some slides. He's already on it. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff. So let me just quickly open up the third way of earning here. And let me just get this a little bigger. So for me, the most powerful part of the compensation plan is actually the matching bonus. The reason why I say that is because it's unlimited. They had to limit what you can earn in the binary, otherwise it wouldn't be sustainable because it just starts doubling every 3 to 6 months, and the people at the top would have sucked the pool dry. Now, the compensation plan is a hybrid. That means we've got the binary happening, the two legs that you're building, and then the generation matching bonus is paid out on a uni-level structure. Now, uni-level means unlimited width. So what I like about this is it goes unlimited depth, unlimited width. Now, how this works is I sign up Carlo. Carlo makes $1,000 a week. I'll earn 25% of that, and that's $250. Carlo sign up Clint. Clint makes $1,000 a week. Carlo will earn the 25, which is 250. I'll earn the 20, which is $200 a month. Now, for me, the next target that you need to achieve is the second level matching bonus. Now, these percentages that we are earning in these three tiers is what people are earning in the binary. So the second target that I want you to achieve is to make $300 a week in binary commissions. Because the moment you've done 6 cycles, which is $300, you open up level 2 matching bonus. And it's very, very powerful. I personally haven't opened up the third level matching bonus. George in Mallorca did. And the moment he opened up the third matching bonus, there was like an extra $700 a week that came in. Now, the third level is a bit tricky, and they are going to adjust this. But in order to earn the third level matching bonus, in order to open it, you need to have 3 at the moment active silvers on each leg, and you need to have a distributor on each leg earning level 2 matching bonus. That means you've got a lead on each leg earning $300 a week from the binary. And then boom, you open up the third level matching bonus. Now, I'm very excited to open that up because by the time I do, there could be hundreds of people on that third level. And what I like about this compensation plan, as we progress and as it grows, we just start earning more and it just starts picking up momentum. And my personal target is to open up the third level matching bonus as quickly as I can, because then I've opened up the whole compensation plan. There's then nothing else I can open up to earn more. And that's now my personal target. I open up the level 2 matching bonus on a good day, Monday, on a quiet week, a Wednesday. And how it worked is the first time I opened up that matching bonus, it happened on the Sunday. And then it started speeding up. And it was about a month ago that I opened up this level 2 matching bonus on a Monday. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. This just starts going crazy when you give it love. So I don't know if you want to elaborate something on the match and bonus there. Um, what do you?
Yeah, I think, guys, those of you who are not earning major income yet, this is very confusing. Okay. Once you start making $200, $300 a week, then this commission actually opens up when you've got other people also cycling. Then it's very easy for us to explain this to you in your back office
Yeah,
because it would then apply to you. Anyone who's not earning 6 cycles a week is going to see this very confusing. That's why I got excited about this 3 weeks ago when I finally opened up this second level matching bonus. And then when I sat and spoke to Wilson this week, he showed me, Carla, this is where you see what you're earning, and you've already opened this up twice. That's why you've earned like $600, $700
Yeah.
because of the extra matching bonuses that you are now earning. And guys, it really didn't take long. I only started this business in April. Really, I committed only in April. And what this business is able to pay you in such a short period of time, and the way it starts to duplicate and increase in earnings, I haven't seen something like this. And I've been involved in a lot of companies, and I've never been someone who's been excited about lotion and potion type of products. But this thing works. People start phoning you and saying, I want more product because I need to get it to my family. And we're busy changing lives and changing people's health, which is very exciting. So if you don't understand this, please don't let it concern you. We are here to help you. Let's get you first qualified. Let's get you active. Let's get you making that $50 to $100 a week. And then we hold your hand to get to the next level and the next level and the next level.
Yes, this is a process. I'm glad you touched on that. This is something to get used to, but once you click it, you're gonna have life wave insomnia. There's many nights where I couldn't sleep when the penny dropped on how this works. So don't stress. All you need to do in the beginning is sign a person up on your left leg, sign a person up on your right leg, and keep doing that. Or two people on your left leg, two people on your right leg, and just keep building your legs equally until there's movement. And this will all start making sense because you'll actually see how the money starts flowing. Because it's difficult to just show it on 2 pages. You actually need to see the money coming through the back office and then you click it. So I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah, Wilson, I think maybe if you take them through the back office, it's going to be a lot easier for people to also see that, but finish up here what you wanted to do.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm going to do that
because
right now.
then those who are earning will be able to see where to click, and then they'll start seeing how they're earning and how to actually see where the money's actually coming from. Because that really opened my eyes this week when you showed me that.
Yes, yes, yes. So the fourth way we earn is retail profits. People can sign up as a retail customer. They purchase the X39 at $149.95. If they do that, you make a $50. They're not part of the binary. They can't earn when they refer people. But I must say, most people that just want the product come in as a preferred customer. If you sign an auto ship that you can cancel anytime, you can get the product at $99.95. When somebody does register as a preferred customer, every time they order, you're going to get a $20. Something to mention with retail and preferred customers, when you sign up retail and preferred customers, those points actually accumulate to your personal volume. So in order to be a manager, you need to have 2 products that you order in a month. That's the first rank. And if you sign up a couple retail clients or preferred customers, that can actually help you to keep your account active. It's the only time where somebody else's order counts to your personal volume to get through the ranks. So that's retail profits. I just want to touch on the different ranks. Now, our friend in America, Javi, his slogan is, all you need to do is become a manager making machine. That's all we're doing. We're not worrying about director. We're not worrying about senior director. We're not even looking at senior presidential director. All we're doing is sharing this with people. If they want to run with this, we help them to go to manager. Now, how do you get to manager? At the moment, you need to come in at gold or higher. You need to order a minimum of 2 products a month. Now, just on that note, you need to order at least the X39 and a supplementary product. If you want to order any of the other products, you actually need to order 3 of them if it's not going to be X39 included. And then 2 personally active people, that means people you've sponsored at silver on each leg. And this is about to change, and I can't wait because in South Africa, people have been struggling to getting people in at silver, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the new changes. So all you need to do to be successful and go through these ranks is turning people into managers and getting that to duplicate. That is the number one way to set yourself free financially. Now, how do you become director? Exactly the same as manager. You need to come in gold or higher. You need to order at least 2 products a month. Um, and at the moment, you need 3 personally sponsored silvers on each leg and 1 manager on each leg that you personally sponsored. This is now where you're getting some duplication. And that can be easily done. Our good friend Sandy Ashfield, nobody knew her. She was limping and somebody patched her with X39, never been in this space. She came in at diamond. She signed up 5 diamonds on her first day. She did manager on her first meeting. She did director on her second meeting. And we are seeing it time and again when people come in here, guns blazing. Now, how do you get to senior director? Very easy. You need to be a director and you need to have personally sponsored 2 directors anywhere in your business. It can be left or right. And I like that. I think that is very clever the way they've done that. And you need to earn about 10,000 plus point volume in your personal team in a 31-day period. Then you're senior director. How do we get there? We just make managers. Somebody gets to manager, they want to go to director, we help them make managers. Boom, they're director. You help 2 people do that, immediately you go up to senior director. Now, what they've done here is very clever. The other ranks that are left is exactly the same as senior director. So let's look at executive director. You need to be a director, actual active director. You need to have 2 personally sponsored directors anywhere in your business. Now, executive, you need 50,000 point volume in a 31-day period. Presidential director, exactly the same thing. Now you just need 100,000 point volume in a month. Senior presidential director, 200,000 point volume in a month. And what I like about this is, if I look at Chris went from senior director to senior presidential director in 30 days. And once you get to senior director, you've knocked this out the park. That is like the rank that we are chasing. Then you've set yourself free. You've got directors that are running. That starts duplicating. And then just over time, you will get to executive. Just stay consistent. Over time, you will get to presidential director. And this can happen very quickly if you are serious. I mean, Chris literally, he opened up senior director. 30 days later, he was SPD. And that's the beautiful thing of what they've put together here. So those are the ranks. I don't know if any questions came in there, Carlo. Are you happy with that? Is there something you want to add there?
No, I think that's perfect. Next month it's going to be a lot easier to make managers, and then we will do another training. We're going to try to do these trainings every week so that we stay up to date with different questions. We'll touch on social media. We'll touch on how to speak to people. We'll touch on a whole bunch of things that people have been asking us. There was one question. Yeah, thank you, Michelle, for answering that. And then Ronnie, I also see that it is important to sign a person on automatic monthly order basis. Yes, it is important to get your people to activate their auto ship, especially people who just want to use the product and don't really want to do the business side, because that at least keeps them getting their product on time. And as well, they are also going to be benefiting from accumulating those points. So if they do decide that they ever want to build the business, they've accumulated those points. And Wilson will explain that now on this page. You'll start seeing the left side volume and the right side volume. And that all equates to what he's been able to earn.
So just on that note, because you actually opened it up beautifully for me, the reason why you need your account active is because we're working together and you get spillover. I'm going to show you now exactly what's happening in my business. But if you look at my statistics on the right there, look at how many points I have in my right leg. It's 838,000 points. And that was spillover. Okay, I've added some of that. I've got some people on that leg, but that just spilled over from America. And I literally kept my account active since I've been involved. And if I lapsed 1 month, it would have zeroed. And you can do the math there. I mean, that is thousands of dollars. To give you an idea, 660,000 points is $50,000. And that's now my little nest egg that's sitting there. And as I'm now building my left leg, we are starting to eat into it. And this is the reason
Yeah.
why you need to keep your account active. How many points do you have on your right leg, Carlo?
About 280,000.
Yeah, you see, and that wasn't what he worked for. That's because people above us are getting busy. And that's the beautiful thing about the binary. We are sharing a leg with leaders all the way into America. Okay, it does depend where you fall within the network. But anyone that's in Carlo's team will get spillover from him because he's moving. And this is the beautiful thing. Just to quickly go back before I go show what happened when I started getting serious, let me quickly show you maintenance packs because we did touch on that. So you click install, you click maintenance kits, and then there's a couple of them. I personally buy this one regularly. So you'll see you get a bit of a
Yeah.
discount. It's $269.85. It's about $317, including shipping and VAT. As we sit here, it's about 5,700 Rand for 3 sleeves of X39. So not only are we getting the product at a really good price, it's also keeping our account active with 77 point volume for 3 months. And it comes in on a monthly basis. It trickles in. So I personally haven't bought the 6-month maintenance pack. I do want to do that. But I love this 3 months maintenance pack. I do sell some product retail. Me personally, I do it a bit different. I buy the maintenance packs. I sell the product at 2,400 Rand. I put like $600 in my pocket because I want to help people. And then that also helps keeping my account active. I don't know if you want to add something here on the maintenance kits, Carlo.
Oh, that's perfect. Maybe if you just go to the 1 month performance bundle just under maintenance, the X39 and X49.
Boom. Open that
So when
file.
I first got started, and like now when I'm busy building my business, I'm director, so that means I need to order 2 products. So I purchase this every month, which gives me the minimum of the 110. This actually works out to about 140 in volume, but then I'm started using the X39 and the X49 simultaneously. And this at least allows me, if I need to sell one of my X39s, I've got stock as well.
Yes.
And this helps you just to have some product with you in case you need to sell it at a meeting or someone wants to buy it immediately. So
Yes.
once you start earning enough to start affording this, then this is also a really good pack
Yeah.
to just keep yourself active every single month.
Yeah. And just on this note, I know it looks like a lot of money, but when you are serious about this, and I'm going to paint that picture now, you're going to get to $50 a week. That pays for your product. That pays for this package. Okay, it's maybe short a little bit, but that can be done very quickly. And this starts picking up momentum. As I'm sitting here, I'm wearing X39, X49, and Aeon every day. I can't go without them. But my business is paying for it. I'm also giving a
Yeah.
slip of X39 to my dad because the business is paying for it and he's having some issues. And don't be demotivated and think that you now need to buy $200 worth of product in the beginning. It doesn't work like that. Guys, when I started, I didn't even wear the product. I bought a sleeve and I patched people. And that started generating me an income. And then I bought a sleeve and I patched people. For my first 6 months in LifeWave, I didn't use the product because I had so many sick people that I bought product and I patched them. Or I sold a couple loose. I don't even do that anymore. And then just by patching people with that one sleeve a month that I bought, this started picking up momentum. Now, Carlo, are you happy? Can I move on to the commission side? Because this is something I really want to touch on. Are you
Yeah,
happy?
you can move on and start opening.
Okay.
I'm just going to add this, guys. I look at anyone who has been in business. If you go into traditional business, you have to start paying rent and salaries
Yeah.
as an expense to your business. Your package that you buy every single month, see it as rent for your own body.
Yeah.
You're using the product to stay healthy so that you can stay active, so that you can build the business. This is an amazing opportunity to actually build from the comfort of your home and with, loving and supporting leaders that are in this company that really want to see you succeed. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, it's the most important thing you mentioned there. Our only running cost here is to buy a sleeve a month in the beginning. And that sleeve's going to give you better quality of life. And when you're serious about this, the ripple effect that you're going to create with people getting better is something that gets more clear and clear to me every week. It's incredible what happens when somebody gets better and that how that influences their sphere of influence, and then that starts duplicating. And it's a process. Start at the beginning, just start inviting some of the people to our meetings, put a couple people on each leg. You'll learn exactly how all of this works. Now, the reason why I opened up what's going on in my commissions, just firstly, guys, I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. I want to show you what happened on paper. I have an incredible team and I've got really committed leaders, and everything I'm showing you here is because of what my team's done. This wasn't just me.
Yeah.
But I just want to touch on going all in. Before I go into the earnings, I got into the business 20 months ago. I got started with a bang. I made $100 a week within the first, let's call it 2 to 3 weeks. And it literally just stayed there. And I wasn't consistent. And what I actually did was I lost focus. But it kept paying me $100 a week, $100 a week. And I didn't focus on the business. For the whole first, let's call it the first 9 months, I wasn't all in. Then what happened was, in the time that I lost focus, my very good friend George, that you've all met, went senior presidential director. And it was like the biggest punch in the gut I ever had. I realized right then I dropped the ball. If I just stayed consistent in that time that I wasn't, as I sit here, I would be SPD already. To be quite honest, I think I would have hit it before Chris, because he was so busy putting systems in place that he couldn't focus on his business. And I had about a 6 month gap with him because he couldn't focus on his own business. He was building the toolbox. He was doing batch events and setting all of that up. And guys, it was really tough on me, eh? I couldn't sleep for like a week properly. I felt like I dropped the ball. Then what I did was I decided this year I want to change my life. I'm going to stop everything and I am going all in. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Doesn't matter if the days are good or bad. And I'm just going to keep chipping away at it. And the picture I want to paint right now is, if you look at these earnings right at the bottom, this is the first week of January. Now, with that being said, I worked the previous, there's 6. That's the 6 week. I'll be honest, I can't show you the earnings of the previous year, but I worked for about, let's call it 6 more weeks before that, because this all, George went SPD in about December, and then January I went full tilt because it started picking up momentum. The point that I'm making here is that I worked for about 10 to 12 weeks, all in, doing presentations, patching people, and my earnings didn't do anything. I mean, my biggest earning in that first part of the year was 275. I thought I was rocking it. The second week, it was 212. The third week, it was 237. And then it went 162, 162. And then in a 7-day period, it went from 162.50 to 557. Now, why did I only earn the $100? Yeah, I wasn't manager that week. So I ordered product, those points accumulated, boom, look there. The next week it was 750. And look at this progression. It had a little dip there at 275. And just look at now the last portion of the year. And the point that I'm making is that in network marketing, it's the sum of small efforts consistently over time that creates the exponential results. And it looks like you're an overnight success, but people don't see the 3 to 6 months of work that had to happen to actually create that explosion. And now just look at where things are now. There was a 407, a 745, and then boom, this has been a target I've been chasing for months. I wanted to have $1,000 week, and I hit it. But look at what's happened now. When I hit that $1,000 week, I was like, wow, I can't wait to hit it again. Look how long it took before I hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 9th week, I hit it a second time. But can you see the progression in earnings? It just goes up and up and up. Because of the binary, it picks up momentum because there's no limit to how deep it can go. We are working together. And once you get this fire burning, it starts spreading and you can't stop it. But it was a 9-week process to smack the $1,000 again. Look here. The last time I did that $1,000 was 1057. 2 weeks. On the 3rd week, boom, smacked it again. I literally just missed it. And the point that I'm making here is the only reason this happened is because I went all in. And I'm looking for a very specific person. I'm not signing up clients. Yes, I have many people that buy the product retail from me, but I'm looking for people that will look at this, see that it is an incredible business opportunity because this product is like nothing we've ever seen before, and they want to monetize it because I'm only looking for people that's going to duplicate this because I don't need many. I literally don't need many. Now, I just wanted to touch on that quickly. Are you happy for me to move on there, Carlo?
Yeah, that's fine. 100%.
Okay.
So, guys, this will be recorded and we will share it in the groups. And if you don't understand certain things about the left leg and the right leg and the cycles, we will explain it again and again until you get it. Speak to your upline and let's have one-on-one training if you don't get certain parts of this training. This is for those who want to build the business. So we will obviously deal with each individual as they need guidance and help, and we will take you step by step through the process so that you can understand the whole thing and start earning.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Just something I want to say surrounding the back office. Guys, you can't break it. You can't break this website. What I want you to do, go into your back office and click on each one of these headings and click on each single one of them. And just start getting familiar with what you can look at. I've shown you commissions. There's actually a couple more things there, but the point was the only reason things got to where they are was because of that all-in commitment. Now, some people get there within 3 days. It took me a year, and now we are moving. Now, in organization, there's a couple things that I want to show you here very quickly. Personally enrolled team, you will see if you click on that, it will show you exactly who you enrolled. Are they active? Are they ordering product? Their phone number, and you can keep track of who's ordering product and who's not, which I think is really, really nice. Upcoming rank promotions, also very, very cool. You can now see exactly who's about to hit director. For example, I've got Ingi, she's at 83%. She's about to be director very, very quickly. I've got my friend Sean that's about to be a manager. Deja is also very, very close to director. And yeah, you can start seeing who are the people that's actually moving on the business side, because that's very important to keep track of. Then something that I look at very, very often is new brand partners list, because I want to see at what level people are coming in. Now, if you see there, the last person that came in here, was at level 383. It's not 1,000 levels. Guys, this means on my right leg, this person came in 380 levels deep, 83 to be on the dot. How beautiful is that? I didn't put him there. He came from above. And my business on my right leg, 383 levels. How crazy is that, Carla?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
guys, some of this might be quite confusing for you, but just understand that this is binary points that you can earn unlimited depth. And this is where we can actually start seeing that some of these people are, 300 levels deep. Wilson doesn't even know who they are, how they got
No
there.
idea.
But every time they order, he's going to be earning those points that will cycle out at $50. So yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah,
Maybe have about another 10 minutes and then we wrap up the call so that we don't go over
yeah,
the hour and a half that we scheduled.
yeah. The last thing I want to show you is a binary tree viewer. This is the last picture I want to paint. Now, that's the second one from the bottom, binary tree viewer. You click on that and it shows your binary. Now, you can see I've got 460 people on my left leg and I've got 2,088 people on my right leg. And I just want to quickly just touch about the person that you need to look for. Now, the very first person that I signed up is my friend Desiree Skitter. And I just quickly want to show you her statistics. Now, if I show you here, I've personally sponsored 27 people. And you see the line of sponsorship. That 27 people grew into 640 people. And then my total rep count is 2,448. I only brought 640 of them and I only signed up 27 people. So then the first person that I signed up that got busy is my friend Desiree. They've had incredible results on the patches. You all have met her. And in the beginning, when she signed up, she was not focused on finding people that's going to do the business. She wanted to help everybody. And about 2.5 months ago, I showed her why it's important to go after people that can make this work and get the word out there. So when I had that chat with her, she had about 40 people in her line of sponsorship. So she signed up 26 people, one less than me. But because she's going after clients, she's not getting the duplication, and her line of sponsorship is only $96. But she has added 50 people since I showed this to her in the last 2 months, because now she's going after people that can run with us. Here's my second person that I signed up that started moving, Ingy. Ingy, absolutely incredible human. She has only signed up 24 people, and her line of sponsorship is 309. Now, we've all signed up about the same people, but because I'm targeting a specific person, I'm earning a lot more than them. Now, the difference between Ingy's earning and Desiree's earnings, Ingy's doing about, on average, let's say $300, $250, $300 a week. Desiree's getting to that $100 a week threshold. And that's just a point that I wanted to make. You can sign up 100 clients till you blue in the face. That one guy that comes in and knocks this out the park can make you $10,000 a month. So go after people that can get the word out, because we're going to help a lot more people doing that. I mean, I'm not saying don't get clients. Let me see if my camera is going to actually like me. I'm not saying don't get clients, because you don't know who the guy is that's going to run with it. You don't know. But I'm personally looking for a very specific person because I want to make a big difference quickly. And if we work together, we can do that. Now, there is a video on how to do your binary placement. Carla, I don't know if you've shared that with your team. It's like a very short little clip. You go into your settings, you set it left or you set it right. And the moment you sign somebody up, they'll go fall into your binary. And that's about the only thing you need to know when you get started. The math surrounding all of this and how this works will become clear as you move. And that's pretty much it from me. Anything else you want to say there in closing, Carla?
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for your time. Those of you that have stayed on, we will post the recordings at the end of this once it's been edited and Wilson's
Yeah,
finalized it. And then we will have more trainings. We'll discuss dates and times probably again sometime next week.
yeah,
There's people that want to understand more about social media. How do you market this? How do you find the right people? How do you speak to the people? We will start covering training like that every week. The most important thing to do is decide that you want to do this and set yourself a goal. After the event that we had with Chris and Wilson, our second training event, Chris spoke about how he wrote his target on his mirror. I went to my fridge where I normally measure the kids' height and stuff. It's a marking pen that we can rub out every week. And on the back of that fridge, I wrote $1,000 per week.
Yeah.
3 days after I actually wrote that, I then broke the 375 mark. The next week, I went to $600, and following week, $740. So sometimes just writing down that goal immediately shifts your thinking and brings in the right people. So
Yeah.
don't let your limiting beliefs limit your earnings. Sometimes you have to write a big goal in order for that goal to be met. Clint, we see your hand is up. If you want to ask something or um, do a question, go for it.
Let me just see if I can. I did ask him to unmute there, and I see he has muted himself there again. Buddy, can you unmute yourself there? There
Yep,
we
I didn't want to.
There you
I'm
go.
out on a walk, and there was some background noise, so I didn't want to bug
Okay.
you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, great presentation. I appreciate it. It's just wonderful to have so many different, perspectives and angles that perhaps I missed with my team, etc. So this is all fantastic stuff. One comment or kind of prompt you to go into something. I know myself and a couple of my leaders like Steve and Alan, we want to hit the max also. Wilson, you've talked about the fact that once you have 4 massive dedicated leaders on each leg, that's kind of your goal.
Yeah.
And what needs to be done. Now I have, if you can expound on that would be great, but I also have a bit of a question.
Okay.
Do those necessarily have to be direct?
Yes.
Okay, so if I have someone that's a second or third tier and they're tearing it up, it would seem to me that would still have a very positive effect.
Definitely.
But what you're saying is from what you really want to do is have 4 directs in each leg that are tearing it up.
Yeah. That will keep that will actually solidify your ranks, because to get through the ranks, it needs to be personal people that you've brought. Any person that rocks this, whether they come in at level 1,000, that means they're 1,000 levels deep, you will still benefit from that. But the reason why I say 4 people on each leg that's rocking it, you need 3 active people at silver at the moment and a manager on each leg to keep director open. So if you've got 4 serious builders on each leg, then it will solidify and you will never get demoted from your rank, if that makes sense. But it's a process. Start with 1 person on each leg that's moving, because then the fun starts. Then it starts doing this. And the moment you've got 1 person on each leg, go for 2 people on each leg. And we're just going to keep chipping away at it. And it just becomes more and more fun, because the more we work with this, the more our belief level rises, the more we plug into these kind of trainings and the meetings and the seminars. This is a very important part. The people that are plugged in, that are coming to these meetings, are the ones that are earning. You need to raise your belief level, and the only way you can do that is to hear the stories that the people tell when they use the product. So one thing I would just mention for the people that want to get to the 25K a week, which, like me, Carlo, yourself, and a couple people in your team, Chris made a very good comment on our last trip. He was like, you want to get to 25K a week, you need 10 people presenting this business. And if you could have 5 on each leg, beautiful. They don't have to be directs, but that is how you get to SPD. And that is very important. People will duplicate what you are doing. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. It's why we are doing regular presentations and just invite people to those calls and be consistent. But you want to go to SPD, start sharing this with people, do presentations. Your team will see what you're doing. They'll see you start earning, and they're going to be like, I want to do what he does. And once you've got 10 people in your network presenting this, SPDs like that. And it can happen very, very quickly. There's a guy in Korea that opened up senior presidential director in 24 hours. That's the quickest it's ever been done. So, yeah, that's pretty much that from me, guys. Thank you to all the people in my group that's joined me. Any questions you can throw in my group, I'll handle it. And yeah, very excited to be on this journey with you. And any help you need, I'm always here to back you guys up. And guys, there's something really big on our table here. And I feel obligated in sharing this with people because I know what it can do for them. And I can't wait to see the difference this community is going to make over the next 6 months.
Yeah, awesome. Guys, thank you so much for your time. If there are any questions in the WhatsApp groups, you're more than welcome to ask. If there's any closing questions that you want to quickly raise your hand or unmute yourself, please feel free. Hope that this encouraged you. Hope that this answered some of the questions that we've been receiving. And if you missed something, once the recording is posted, go back, watch the recording, listen to it a second time, a third time if you have to, and slowly, you'll start to understand everything that we've spoken of. Once again, thank you so much for your time. It was really awesome presenting and sharing this.
Yes, thank you, Carlo. I'm glad we did it together. We've been talking about this, and it was so lucky doing it with you. You always bring just such another element to it because of your experience in this space. So thank you for the time you've taken. And yes, let's hit the ground running. And you guys must have an awesome rest of the week. And then we will touch base on the next training. I'm about to go to Durban. I'm not exactly sure when I'm flying back. I will confirm you guys in the beginning of the week whether the training will either be it will either be on the Wednesday or the Thursday, depending on when I'm coming back. So we'll do another session next week touching on another subject. I'll still chat with some of the leaders to hear what they need help with in this process. Because yeah, I mean, there's a lot that we can share. So guys, thank you very much for your time. I see there's not many questions that's popped in there. And I'll see you guys all soon. I'll see you guys all soon. Cheers,
All right.
everybody.
Take care, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.